closely. Really closely. Deep into the eyes of a child. See their hope. And ours too. Whoever she is, wherever he lives, every child deserves a childhood. That's why UNICEF is there, for each and every child. Working day in, day out, in 190 countries and territories, reaching the hardest to reach, the furthest from help. It's why we stay to the end and never give up. Will you stand with us?
Stand with us. Stand with us. Stand with us.
For every child.
Good morning, Reverend, Headmaster, teachers, and my fellows. My name is Jack Chong of 11L. So the video that we've just watched is by UNICEF, a charity non-governmental organization established in 1946 with a single goal in mind, to promote child rights to children all around the world. Why am I here telling you about UNICEF? It's because I'm a member of the UNICEF Young Envoy Program. Every year, there are 60 envoys selected from the applicant pool. We, the Young Envoys, participated in a leadership training camp, although ours is much more relaxing than the school ones. We attended seminars and talks, and we even went on the streets of Mongkok and Tsim Sha Tsui for our advocacy project, as seen in the picture on the right. But the work of UNICEF doesn't stop there. The work of UNICEF is numerous, but I would like to draw your attention to a few things that UNICEF is working on right now. The first work that UNICEF does is to improve policies and services that protect all children, making the world a safe and inclusive place for children to grow. Secondly, child mortality has decreased globally. UNICEF works to make sure solutions reach all children everywhere. The words may be small for you to read, but the poster reads, the percentage of children who are underweight has dropped by 37% since 1990. UNICEF has been working towards the goal of eliminating underweight among children living in the less developed countries. Thirdly, whenever there's a crisis, UNICEF strives to reach children and families in the hardest hit regions with life-saving resources, working with the United Nations and many other intra-governmental organizations to deliver aid. And these are the three works that are very, very broadly summarize what UNICEF really does. Now, I would like to share a project that UNICEF is currently working on, and I think it's quite impressive. The Global Polio Eradication Initiative.
Polio is coming for me. It needs warm bodies like mine. Because without it, it will die. Ahmed is on his way too. With his vaccine. What do you think of his chances? I think he needs one last push.
While polio is a distant memory in most of the world, the disease still exists in some places and mainly affects children under 5. 1 in 200 infections leads to irreversible paralysis, usually in the legs, as shown in the picture on the left. Among those paralyzed, 5% to 10% die when their breathing muscles become immobilized. And a global effort to eradicate polio is the largest public health effort collaborated between the private and the public sector internationally. It is spearheaded by national governments, WHO, and UNICEF. And is supported by key partners, including Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Underpinning the effort is a global network of more than 20 million volunteers worldwide, who have collectively immunized nearly 3 billion children over the past 20 years. The goal of Global Polio Eradication Initiative is quite ambitious as well. It strives to include even children who live in the most remote and underserved places on the planet. To get each vaccine safely to children everywhere, all manners of transport are used, from donkeys to motorbikes to helicopters, to reach those living in remote areas, in conflict zones, or difficult terrain. The Global Polio Eradication Initiative assists countries in carrying out surveillance for polio and large-scale vaccination rounds. When India was still polio endemic, there were 6,400,000 vaccination booths, 2.3 million vaccinators, 200 million doses of vaccine, 191 million homes visited, and 172 million children immunized. And all this is achieved in just one round of National Immunization Day. Imagine what the initiative could have achieved if this was put in a global scale. And in July, the young envoys would go on a field trip to China and one of the less developed countries in Asia. We will pay a visit to the UNICEF work sites there and to interact to the aid works, and even people who benefit with the aid. Previous young envoys told me that it was a great experience, and I really, really look forward to it. Perhaps we will even be able to pay a visit to the initiative there. If it happens that you would like to help UNICEF, besides volunteering and donating money, you can also join our Young Envoy program. Just like the Facebook page and apply at the beginning of the term. Feel free to contact me for any more details. Thank you for staying awake, and by the way, don't forget to like UNICEF's page as well. Thank you very much.